What makes the University of Newcastle stand out among all the other universities in Australia, especially for Bangladeshi students?
Newcastle has the perfect balance of everything a student could want.
And we have also seen a significant increase in masters and undergrad applications as well. Social life and as well as education is really the reason behind students wanting to study at the University of Newcastle.
The university is actually very well ranked in the world for research.
What type of scholarships are available? If you could put some highlight on that, are these merit based? And how do the students can apply?
Have a general 20% scholarship that's applicable to all of our students.
Hi everyone, greetings from Pi International Education. Welcome to yet another episode of the Pi Study Abroad podcast. I am your host Sharik. Today's episode is very special because for those Bangladeshi students wanting to study in Australia, we have a very special guest with us. I'm honored to be with Bree Arthur, Senior International Recruitment Manager at the University of Newcastle. So we'll be talking everything regarding the University of Newcastle and why it has become one of the top choices for Bangladeshi students to study in Australia. So Bree, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So before we get into the details, Bree, if you would like to introduce yourself and your role at the University of Newcastle to our audience.
Yeah, sure. So my name's Bree. I've been with the University of Newcastle for around 8 years now in various different roles. I have a background in marketing and communications, and I've been in this role for around about since September last year. So still relatively new, but I'm not new to the university. I'm also a local Newcastle person. So I'm a Novocastrian. I was born and raised in Newcastle. So I know the destination very well, and I'm very passionate about the location as well.
Great. No, 8 years is a really long time at a particular university. So let's get into the details. What makes the University of Newcastle stand out among all the other universities in Australia, especially for Bangladeshi students?
So my personal opinion is that Newcastle has the perfect balance of everything a student could want. You know, you've got a really great lifestyle element.
Yeah.
So you've got a city balance with, beaches and really good like nature around you as well. Our different campuses also offer a lot of different scenery for students as well. So you've got, our Callaghan campus, which has like a natural scenery as well. And then we've got the campuses in the city that offer that city element as well.
Yeah.
Everything is interconnected. So because we are the only university within the region as well, we are very well connected with a lot of industry within the area, also other partners. So students, because we have that connection, students are more likely to have better employment outcomes as well.
Yeah.
It means that our degrees are also quite often actually developed in collaboration with industry. So they meet the demands of what employers are looking for as well. Cost of living, also a very big element.
Yeah.
You know, Newcastle is relatively cheaper compared to Sydney and
Melbourne.
As well. Yep. It's just a really good balance for a lot of students. We have a high quality education, a very diverse mix of students as well. So we have quite a large Bangladeshi community within Newcastle as well that are quite active in the community. I believe we're probably one of the largest growing ones as well within New South Wales. So there's a lot of opportunities, a lot of great connection points as well for students within the classroom and also outside of the classroom.
Yeah, which brings me to my next question, that we have seen a significant increase in trend of PhD students. In fact, I was reading this somewhere. The Bangladeshi students are the most in number as far as PhD students are concerned. And we have also seen a significant increase in masters and undergrad applications as well. So do you really think the mixture of social life and as well as education is really the reason behind students wanting to study at the University of Newcastle?
Yeah, absolutely. So our university is actually very well ranked in the world for research.
Yeah.
So that would definitely be a contributing factor to the increase that you're seeing for PhD students. We're quite passionate about the research that we do within the region as well and globally. So we're very well known for that. Students as well, they can come and do a master's, and quite often that progresses into a PhD as well. So there's lots of, connection points and different opportunities for them as well. But definitely, I think that the city element with the lifestyle definitely would be a contributing factor for those audiences.
A lot of students and parents, before deciding on a university, they
Mm.
want to see what outcome they can get
Mm.
after completing their undergrad or postgrad or whatever course they complete at the university. So
Mm.
we're talking about the return on investment here.
Mm.
How do you think University of Newcastle, where does it place itself when it comes to the return that students are going to get once they graduate from the
Mm.
university?
So across the board for both undergraduate and postgraduate, our employability percentages are very high. So we have roughly for postgraduate about 95% and about 90% for our undergraduate cohorts
That's great.
find jobs within 4 months of graduating. This is primarily due to the fact that we are the only university within the region. Again, we're very connected. For undergraduate degrees in particular, so all of our undergraduate programs have a compulsory placement. This is probably one of the
Okay.
only universities within New South Wales that has something like this. So,
Right.
regardless of what degree you study, there will be a practical placement. Sorry, they're called career ready placements. So,
All right.
essentially, it gives the students the opportunity to actually go out into the field, make the connections, build the skills that they need within local areas. Depending on your area of study, too, we also send students to other areas of regional New South Wales to do their placements. But the students actually get that hands-on practical experience,
Right.
which is really what, when I think about our university, that is what really sets us apart, is having that practical element for the students to be able to really apply the theory that they're learning in the classroom in a real life scenario.
So, Bree, does the university help the students to get those placements, or do the students have to look for them themselves?
Yeah, so there's a mixture depending on your discipline and your area of study. We're very well known for our health disciplines, so quite often our students will be able to get find placements very easy. Engineering, IT. There's multiple opportunities for the students, and there's always the element of they've got the faculties that they can lean on to be able to help support them. We also
Yeah.
have career teams within Newcastle as well, so they can also assist the students in terms of resume writing
Right.
or like building out their other skills that they need to be able to apply for jobs in the future as well, and how they
Right.
can utilize their placement opportunity to then take that further
So
in
the
their.
university is not only actually teaching the students, is actually developing their other skills as well for them to get career ready as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And by the time they graduate from their course, they already have like a working experience that helps them to get better jobs in the future, right?
Correct.
So it's an amazing opportunity, I think.
Mm.
Right. Moving forward, I wanted to specifically ask about scholarships because we know from our experience that a lot of Bangladeshi students and their parents definitely prefer getting, scholarships because it helps them to stay motivated and, kind of also reduces their expenses significantly. So, what type of scholarships are available? If you could put some highlight on that, are these merit based, and how do the students can apply?
Absolutely. So we do have a general 20% scholarship that's applicable to all of our students.
Yeah.
So regardless of your background, academically, what area you're from, all of our students receive a 20% scholarship. That is automatically applied when they submit their application.
Right.
We do have some good news, and I can't share the very specifics of it just yet because it's still going through some approval, but we are looking to introduce a high merit scholarship as well.
That's
So we will
great.
still have our 20% scholarship, but there will be a higher percentage for high achieving students as well that we'll be
Right.
introducing very soon.
Great. So you heard it first at the Pi podcast that the university is about to introduce, a higher range of scholarship for students with better merits. So rush to Pi offices if you want to know about those scholarships, and we can get you a higher scholarship. I think more than the 20% the university already offers. Right, Bru. Thank you. It was very important to know about the scholarship